Hi, I'm Marjorie from Marjorie's Candies, and today I'm making bourbon balls. Bourbon balls were a Christmas cookie that my mom used to make and only put on very special trays. And what you need to have to make them is you start with 2½ cups of crushed vanilla wafers, and then 1 1/4 cups of coarsely chopped pecans, and I use roasted pecans, 6 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa, 2 tablespoons of dark corn syrup, and if you don't have dark, you can use regular corn syrup and just add a little teeny, like a teaspoon of molasses to it. 1/2 cup of bourbon, 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar. And you start off by crushing I put my vanilla wafers into a zippy bag, and you just kind of roll back and forth on them to crush them. So I'm going to do this for a couple of minutes probably, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, now what we've done, and I say we because my video person actually crushed them for me, it takes a whole box of the vanilla wafers to make 2½ cups of crushed vanilla wafers. So I'm going to add that to a bowl, and then I'm going to add the nuts. This is 1 1/4 cups of nuts. And I'm going to add, I'm going to make a little hole in the center. Yeah, stir that a little bit. Okay. Add a little bit extra, so I'm not going to scrape it. Now you want to combine this, and you just want to keep stirring it, and you're going to start to add some bourbon, just enough until it holds together. Okay, so I'm starting with 1/2 cup. Because you're going to want to make little balls, and then we're going to roll them in powdered sugar and cocoa that's been sifted together or just mixed together. I think we need just a little more. After you finish making these, you want to put them in a container, like a coffee can or something that seals very well, and leave them. Gosh, you can leave them for weeks or even a month or so, to ripen. This makes it taste better. The flavors blend, and I think that's getting pretty. That's pretty good. But I think I'm just going to add the rest of this anyway, just because I want to. I'm going to stir it a little more. Okay. So I'm just going to show you real quick. Just make first what I'll do is I'll combine this here. This is the 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and 6 tablespoons of cocoa. And I'll just get a fork. Go crazy here. Creating a little smoke screen. Okay. Could actually roll them on the table at the rate I'm going here. Okay. So I'm going to take a little spoon and pick up just a little ball, because these are pretty potent, as you could tell. And just roll a little ball. I'm just going to let it sit in there. And then you just you go through them all like that. I'll get a little tray. And I'll roll a few, and you can just let them sit because still that the liquid in this recipe hasn't quite really absorbed yet. So you can let them sit for a little while, and then you can store them. So what I've done is I've rolled all the balls, and I rolled them in the powdered sugar and the cocoa, and I put them on this large tray, and I put the powdered sugar down, and if you want, you can just give them another little toss like that, okay? And then cover them with saran wrap and let them sit out for a day or so, and then seal them and put them in something and just store them away. Keep them in the fridge, they'll last for weeks. Okay, so have fun with them, and thank you again.